Someone told me it makes you look bad if you take an hour of PTO at work randomly sometimes. Do you agree with that? It might make you look bad if you left right in the middle of a huge task that everyone was working hard to complete. Or something like that, where it was all hands on deck trying to get something done. Otherwise, no, you're free to use your toe as you want to, and as long as it's okay with your boss, it doesn't really matter what other people think. That PTO is part of your compensation package. If you don't use it, you are shorting yourself. That someone is an idiot. Use as much of your PTO as you want. Outstanding PTO is a financial liability for the company. Essentially, it's money they owe you, but haven't paid yet. It drives accountants crazy when employees accumulate too much. Using it is a good thing. Generally no, and definitely not just the fact of taking PTO. But there are a lot of jobs where people need to talk to you regularly. If you have one of those, I think it is better if you do this with some warning or with a calendar block or similar, so people don't start doing things like asking other people, hey, do you know where OP is right now? Which I think can potentially make you look bad if it happens a lot. Lol. No, and who gives a fuck anyway? Someone can kiss my ass. No, I used to take half days all the time when my PTO was more closely tracked, or leave at 2 p.m. for an appointment, etc. I think it can come off that way if you're doing it on very short notice. But if you're scheduling that shit ahead of time and your boss is cool with it, who gives a shit? They would complain even more if you used that 200 hours of PTO to go on a 5-week vacation. They can shove it. No, people have things to do. I don't generally think about it if my coworkers do this, but I would assume they have to go to businesses that are open during the day, have medical or financial appointments, etc. It's your PTO, use it as you choose. I'll take my well-earned PTO whenever I please. Who said that? A boomer who hasn't taken a day off in 17 years? LOL, no way, especially if your manager tells you otherwise. I do it too sometimes. In fact, it is the opposite, since otherwise you'd be less productive if you hadn't. And 200 hours of PTO saved? No, you were totally justified to do that. Use it or lose it. Hard disagree. That mindset is from dated times where staying late and working really hard actually earned you promotions and extra compensation. Sadly, that's just not the reality we live in anymore for the most part. Use your PTO, you've earned it, and deserve to enjoy your life outside of work. At best, it doesn't make you look any better. At worst, some people can get a negative perception of you. Is it fair? No, but it is what it is. I'd not do this if I was shooting for a promotion just in case. Take your PTO whenever you like. Screw that someone who just sounds jealous. I guess no one ever has to go to a doctor's appointment or the DMV. It's ridiculous to think it would look bad. Fuck them. They need to mind their business. I used to get guilted for taking time off. No more. It's part of your comp package. No, if you have it, take it. At the end of the day, you are replaceable. Don't work yourself to death. Next time, tell your coworker we don't work in Japan and I am gonna go get a smoothie.